Your Lady Flames play here.
Free throws are good. Flames try to break through the pressure to get a shot at the buzzer. They go inside to Smuda. Smuda turns and scores as the horn sounds. Bella Smuda corner to Hess. Hess for three. Boom! Emma Hess, her third three-pointer of this first quarter.
The Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Fakes the shot, gets everybody to bite, takes it into the paint, floats it home. Beautiful move.
With Liberty and Conference USA, it's time for the Flames to rise again. Rise with us. Welcome to live pregame radio coverage of Liberty Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Liberty Lady Flames basketball is brought to you in part by Segra, a proud partner of Liberty University. Segra offers customized business technology solutions. You can learn more at segra.com. Liberty basketball is also brought to you by Carter Bank and Trust, member FDIC. Foster Fuels, providing reliable service for 100 years. Freedom First Credit Union. Start banking for good with Freedom First today. Carl Miller Realty, caring, competent, trusted advisors. And by Lynchburg Nissan. Nobody beats our prices. Nobody. Welcome to the Lady Flames Tip-Off Show, powered by Segra. Coming up, we'll hear from head coach Kerry Green. Plus, pregame analysis, starting lineups, and much more are on the way. Now, let's go live courtside with the voice of Liberty Lady Flames basketball, Jamie Hall.
Hello, everyone, and welcome into Phoenix, Arizona. We are in Global Credit Union Arena, the home of Grand Canyon University. Lady Flames taking on the Lopes today. Grand Canyon comes in at 2-2 on the year. Liberty 3-2. The interesting thing about Grand Canyon, 12 of their 15 players are transfers. 2 of those players, this is their third school, and for one player, it's their fourth school. That's Elijah Douglas. She played at Western Nebraska Community College, Clemson, Oklahoma State, and then now here at Grand Canyon. When you look at the Flames, they only have one transfer. So contrasting ways of building a program, but it certainly has been successful for Grand Canyon. They are the preseason #1 team in the WAC. The Flames are picked #2 in Conference USA. The Lopes were 24-8 a year ago, 16-4 in the conference. They lost in the WAC semifinals to Stephen F. Austin, a team that Liberty knocked off last year. As far as the Alcoba Mortgage Series recap, this is the third time these teams have played. Liberty is 2-0. Last year in Lynchburg, the Flames won 65-52. There are 6 Lopes left from that team. There are 9 Liberty Flames, including 2 Liberty players that were injured during that game and did not play. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get the thoughts of head coach Kerry Green here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Looking to buy a home or refinance a mortgage? Now is the time to take advantage of your one-of-a-kind offer from Alcova Mortgage. As an employee or alumni with Liberty University, you are eligible to receive a lender credit that equates to 1% of your total loan amount up to $5,000. This offer provides you with some much-needed savings while also helping you tackle your closing costs. Visit alcova.com/liberty today for details. Offer does not apply to broker loans.
Alcova Mortgage, NMLS ID 40508, NMLSconsumeraccess.org, Equal Housing Lender.
At Carter Bank, we believe life is best lived full of opportunities and dreams, of goals achieved and promises kept. We've been creating opportunities for more people and businesses to prosper since 1974. That means great local lending, convenient access to your money, accounts and guidance that make it easier to get more done. We are Carter Bank, the preferred community bank of Liberty Flames Athletics. Visit carterbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Hey, Flames fans, Gentry Lock is fired up to join in the excitement this season. Gentry Lock Attorneys knows it's all about preparation, precise teamwork, and a competitive spirit for the hard-fought wins. We've got that down. With our fierce drive to succeed, uncommon thinking, and extensive resources, Gentry Lock helps businesses thrive. We are downtown at 801 Main Street, and we serve the Commonwealth and beyond with offices in Roanoke, Richmond, and Norfolk. All the ways Gentry Lock can help clients succeed is waiting for you at gentrylock.com.
At Carillion Clinic, the success of their employees is based on a culture that welcomes them and nurtures their growth. As the largest nonprofit employer west of Richmond, Carillion's team members are always learning and forever curious. Carillion is more than a healthcare system. It's a team of unique individuals doing what matters most, caring for the community. Visit carillionclinic.org/careers and search their opportunities. Come join 13,000 employees who are Carillion proud.
Earthright Mid-Atlantic, your trusted solar and energy efficiency experts. With a focus on honesty, education, and excellence, they light the way to savings, home comfort, and a greener future. Educating homeowners about the power of solar and energy efficiency is their winning game plan. More information about Earthright Mid-Atlantic, 434-200-9716 or at erepower.com.
You're listening to Liberty Basketball and the Lady Flames Tip-Off Show from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Our pregame coverage continues with the thoughts of head coach Kerry Green, presented by Earthright Mid-Atlantic. Once again, here's Jamie Hall.
Coach, it's fun being in new locations and going to new arenas and seeing new climates. And I know the ladies had a lot of fun yesterday at the House of Illusions or the Museum of Illusions, and some of them had never seen a cactus before. So fun trip from that regard, but a tough trip as far as having 3 basketball games in 3 different states. We kind of talked about that the other night. How would you assess how your team has done with this trip to this point?
Well, we're not even halfway through, Jamie. We want our players to have fun and have fun with the fundamentals of the game of basketball and with life and experience other cultures. And I think they've been able to do that, from a stress perspective, a 5-hour bus ride, then a 5-hour plane ride, and 2 time zone hour difference. And those are stressors for the body, and we'll just find out how we're going to be looking in a few minutes here. And hopefully we've done everything we can to prepare. It usually is a fast game. I've tried to emphasize the hydration, because when you feel you're thirsty, you're 2 hours behind. There's no way to catch up in the moment. So I need to get to the bench and use the bench today, and hopefully everybody that comes in the game will be impactful and effective as they participate in a team that's actually beaten Arizona State the last 2 years, and really played Middle Tennessee. They led Middle Tennessee till the third quarter, and Middle Tennessee took over the game then, but it wasn't a real decisive game there until the end of the game, and Grand Canyon couldn't make shots at that point in time. They always come out with a lot of punch in the very first of the game, but they're always going to keep defensive pressure on you, and if we can't take care of the ball and get shots and hopefully make those shots, it could be a tough day for us. Early in the season, and we're still trying to solidify our identity, and as you've been calling the games, still not real consistent. We can play 3 good quarters, and then one quarter we just haven't put a whole game together, and one quarter cause issues in the outcome of the game.
You've got to see Coach Miller's teams a couple of times now, just as recently as last year, but they have a whole slew of transfers, so they've got some new faces as well.
Yeah, they've got a dead-eye shooter from the outside that really shoots a lot of threes. In fact, I was going to throw some numbers out, like she's taken 29 shots and 28 of them have been three-pointers. So we can't let her get loose. And some good athletes that can get to the rim. San Antonio, we've seen. Actually, she played at Cal Baptist a couple years, and this is her second senior year here. And, she's a great athlete and really a great defender. She's going to probably go 40 minutes plus. And you got to be aware of her on the floor, very active and transitions. They play a different style in that they really get after you defensively and switch and do a pretty good job defensively. And that's what Middle Tennessee struggled in the first 2 quarters against. And watching how they do and how they play in their conference, they really, again, they come out with their hair on fire first few minutes, and you just got to be able to fight for 40 minutes because they won't let up.
On your side, Jordan Hodges kind of had a rough game for her against Towson. We don't see that very often. She's usually pretty consistent. She's certainly going to need to bounce back today.
Yeah, we hope so. We need her, and she's our point guard, and we've had her for 4 years, and we know what she can do. And even before that, we saw her in state championships, knocking down shots and winning state championships, free throws, making them at the end of the game, and just a great floor leader. And we need her for the entire season to step up and not be so rattled. And we all have bad games, and we need her leadership back out there.
I want to foreshadow just a little bit because you guys are going to get on a plane and head out of here and be hopefully home by a little after midnight tonight. So not a lot of turnaround time, but have you already got the turkey in the fryer ready to go?
Yeah, we've got plans for it, and actually tomorrow, what kind of workout we're going to have, and food and things like that. Yeah, I think we're hoping that we can get back about 1 a.m. Tonight, and sleep late. Workout at 1. Our workouts are going to be a little different. They're going to be recovery, movement workouts, along with some shooting, what we call personal improvement groups, and going to have 2 different type of groups. And while one is going through like video, one's going through courtside stuff, and another one's going through a water workout. That's where they're going to get their movement, and everything's going to close out with a water workout. So you may come in, we have video for 30, then you go to the court for 30, and then you go to the pool for 30, and then we're meeting and having dinner together about 5:30 this evening and shutting it down.
A lot easier to have a water workout back in Lynchburg as opposed to here in Phoenix. You probably have some rules against having this here because the weather, the arid climate. But, well, Coach, we appreciate your time. Wish you the best today.
Okay, thank you.
That was head coach Kerry Green. We'll be back with a relevant law tip right after this on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
I'm Bob Davis. If you're considering improving your backyard, AquaPros has just what you need. For the grilling devotee, nothing beats the big green egg. Everything tastes better when it's cooked on a big green egg. AquaPros has the full line of green egg grills, charcoal, and accessories. Since 1985, AquaPros has been the source for the world's greatest hot tub, American-made marquee spas. Stop into any of AquaPros 4 showrooms today and make your home a fun and relaxing resort.
Thousands of our teammates make and deliver 300 of the world's best brands and flavors, locally. From the heartland to the coast, in big cities and small towns. Our products are moving, and our trucks are rolling. We share a passion and a purpose, and we love to refresh and serve our communities. We are Coca-Cola Consolidated, your local bottler.
Frank Good Builders is a proud supporter of the Liberty Flames. Frank Good Builders and its partners design and build beautiful custom homes in the Lynchburg and the surrounding areas. From designing a plan to picking out fixtures, Frank Good Builders works with you to design and build your truly custom dream home. Frank Good Builders can be reached at 434-238-3710 or frankgoodbuilders.com.
Your business deserves a bank that values relationships and prioritizes customer service. Since 1979, First Bank and Trust Company has been delivering on these very commitments. Our bankers have been accessible, consultative, and provide a degree of understanding developed through years of commercial experience. First Bank and Trust has the expertise and capital to fund small and large projects up to $32 million. More information on First Bank and Trust and its services is available at firstbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Turn up the heat. Foster Fuels is a proud partner of Liberty Athletics. Fostering warm moments for 100 years, Foster has been providing exceptional propane and gas services throughout Central Virginia and surrounding areas. From propane to fireplaces and tank installs to tankless water heaters, Foster does it all. Visit fosterfuels.com or download the app to order fuel, pay your bill, and more. Get the customer service you deserve and turn up the heat with Foster Fuels and the Liberty Flames.
This broadcast of Liberty Lady Flames basketball is authorized under rights granted by Liberty University to Van Wagner Sports and Entertainment and is intended solely for the entertainment of our listening audience. The accounts and descriptions of this broadcast may not be retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of Van Wagner Sports and Entertainment and Liberty University Athletics. The announcers are selected by the Liberty Flames Sports Network and approved by Van Wagner Sports and Entertainment. It's game time. Live radio play-by-play coverage of Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network is brought to you by Segra, a proud partner of Liberty University. Segra offers customized business technology solutions. You can learn more at segra.com. Carter Bank and Trust, member FDIC. Foster Fuels, providing reliable service for 100 years. Freedom First Credit Union. Start banking for good with Freedom First today. Carl Miller Realty, caring, competent, trusted advisors. And by Lynchburg Nissan. Nobody beats our prices. Nobody. Now let's go courtside for the call of the game. Here's Jamie Hall.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back into Phoenix, Arizona, a darkened Global Credit Union Arena as the starting lineups are being announced. Let's give those to you first for the Grand Canyon Lopes. 2-2 on the year. Their head coach, Molly Miller. Her 5th season here, 11th season overall, 267 wins, 54 losses. She'll start Callie Cooper, 5'6" senior from Richardson, Texas. Had no points against the Flames in that meeting last year. Did start the game, but only played 9 minutes. Alyssa Durezo Freitas wears number 12. She's a 5'7" senior from Newport Beach, California. Both Cooper and Freitas, as a majority of this team are transfers. She transferred in from UNLV. Leads them in three-point shooting, has hit 14 out of 32 on the year. Laura Erikstrup, one of 2 Eric Strups on this team. She wears number 26, graduate student from Portland, Oregon. She played limited minutes, did not score against the Flames last year. She's averaging 9 points and almost 5 rebounds a game this season. Tierra Brown wears 24, 5'9", graduate student from Spanaway, Washington, one of the few non-transfers on the squad. She had 4 points, 5 rebounds against Liberty last year, is averaging almost 12 points a game. And then finally, the preseason player of the year in the WAC, Trinity San Antonio. She wears number 23, 5'10", senior from Moreno Valley, California, averaging 11 points, 6 rebounds, and she had 9 against the Flames. A season ago, she transferred in from Cal Baptist. Erikstrup, she transferred in from San Diego, and I don't think I mentioned Cooper. She's in from UC Santa Barbara. For the Lady Flames and their head coach, Kerry Green, in his 26th season, 568 wins, 235 losses. Jordan Hodges will start at the point, 5'6" senior from Richmond, Virginia. Only had 17 minutes and 1 point against Towson. She played well, though, against Grand Canyon a year ago. Played all 40 minutes in that game, which was a Liberty win, 65-52, had 10 points and 5 assists. Asia Boone will start at the other guard spot. Also on the perimeter, Emma Hess. Down low, Elizabeth Ayestadish and Bella Smuda. Starting 5 for the Lady Flames. Our Foster Fuels Who's Hot, Asia Boone. She had 14 points against Towson, and her average is up to now 12 on the year. Alcova Mortgage keys to this basketball game. Well, the Flames are going to have to avoid the pressure of Grand Canyon. They put it on you pretty much for 40 minutes and try to force a ton of turnovers. Liberty in the red uniforms with the baby blue numbers and white trim. Grand Canyon in the gray uniforms with purple numbers. Liberty wins the opening tip, and they've got the basketball to start this game. Going to our left. In the corner, Hess is going to drive. Her pass deflects, but gets to Hodges. Her three-pointer near wing is good. Great start for Jordan Hodges. Already has tripled her point performance from the other night, and just good to see the confidence back in her. Lopes back the other way. They're going to take it on the drive. San Antonio all the way into the paint, but her layup attempt sails over the rim. Liberty with the board. Back down court quickly. A deflected pass will go out of bounds to Liberty. 9:26 on the clock here in the first quarter. It was a homeschool promotional day, so some homeschool kids are in attendance. Crowd's starting to fill in a little bit for this early 11:30 a.m. game. Local time. Hess with the basketball as we get back underway. She'll go right back in this near side corner to Hodges. Hodges back to Hess. Lob pass into Smuda. Kicks across to Ayastadish. She's going to drive towards the hoop and kick in the corner. Eventually back out to Hess. Into Ayastadish. Ball fake, and they're going to catch her for a double dribble. Flames passed up a couple of shots in that sequence that they probably should have taken. Being a little too unselfish. Lopes break through some Liberty pressure. They get it down court to Brown, and Brown is able to score over the top of Smuda. 3-2, Liberty with the lead. Flames get through some more token pressure on that possession. Get it in the high post to Ayastadish. She looks backdoor, nothing for her, takes a dribble, hands off to Boone. Boone curls around a screen, gets it into the paint, but missed the shot. The rebound is tipped back to Boone. She'll reset into Smuda. Smuda squares up, takes a dribble, lost the handle, and is just knocked to the floor. Foul called against the Lopes. Liberty will inbound on the baseline. 20 seconds on the shot clock. 8:33 to go first quarter. Flames up by 1. Open near side is Hodges. Her three-pointer, though, is off the mark. Smuda tried to save the rebound, but could not quite get it over to a teammate. It goes out of bounds, and the Lopes will get the ball back. Across half court, San Antonio will take it all the way into the paint, dump it down low to Laura Erikstrep. She's able to score, and that will give the first lead of the game to the Lopes. They're up 4-3. Flames Asia Boone back on offense. Will go towards the hoop. She missed the shot, too strong, and Grand Canyon gets the rebound. San Antonio down court to Brown. Brown into the paint, misses the shot. The rebound out of bounds to Liberty. Full court pressure shown. Flames are able to throw it over the top of the pressure and get it into the offense as Hodges will dribble down court and then try to dump it on the inside, but took an extra step in the process. Actually, there's going to be an offensive foul called, not a traveling violation. Smuda picks up her first personal. A little confusion. It looked like the initial call was a travel, and Flames would have much rather had that than Smuda picking up her first personal. Grand Canyon back on offense, and they do travel. Tiara Brown shuffled her feet at the top of the arc to give it back over to Liberty. Flames will inbound in front of the Grand Canyon Pep Band, wearing the striped uniforms, bibbed overalls and stripes, purple and white. Flames on offense. Ayastadish up top to Smuda. Smuda's going to take a 15-foot jumper. It's off the mark. The rebound is loose in the paint, but eventually picked up by Cooper for Grand Canyon. San Antonio. San Antonio got away with a hook, or did they? No, they did get away with a hook. There's going to be a foul called against Liberty. Asia Boone picks up the personal. San Antonio had her arm around the waist of Asia. Almost something that you might see in a lovely engagement photo. Inbound pass comes to Laura Erickstrup, and she scores at the basket. That gives Grand Canyon a 6-3 lead. This matches the largest lead of the game that the Flames had, and now we're going to have a foul against the Flames, and that's going to be on Ayestadish. I thought for a second it was going to go against Smuda, which would have been her second, but goes against Elizabeth, which is her first. 6:52 first quarter. Liberty down by 3. Off of a screen. San Antonio will pull up from the elbow, and her shot's good. Fast start for the Lopes. They lead 8-3. 3.5 minutes in. Only 3 points for the Flames is a Jordan Hodges three-pointer on the first possession. She dribbles towards the paint, kicks near side to Ayestadish, who's double teamed. Has to float one up. It's short. Tried to get her own rebound, and she's going to be called for her second personal foul. Flames already over the limit, so from here on out, the Lopes would shoot free throws. San Antonio across half court, dumps it underneath to a wide open Erickstrup, who lays it in. Certainly not the start Liberty was hoping for. They're down by 7, a 10-0 run for Grand Canyon. Liberty's going to go on the inside. Nice play on a post feed from Asia Boone. She hit Emily Howard, and Howard ends the 10-0 run. 10-5 the score. On the other end of the court, a wide open layup by Tierra Brown as the Flames had a little bit of a miscommunication, but she missed, and the Flames get the rebound. Liberty back on offense. They go inside to Howard. She has to get a handle on it, then turns into the paint, missed the fader, and Grand Canyon gets the rebound. Ayestadish is still in the game with those 2 personal fouls. There is someone at the scorer's table to get her, but they haven't been able to yet. In the far side corner, Erickstrup will take a three-pointer. It's off the mark. The rebound goes all the way outside to DeRezo Frakes, who resets things for the Lopes. On the near wing to San Antonio, and an offensive foul is going to be called against San Antonio. Boone stepped in and drew the charge to give the ball back to Liberty. 4:54 to go in the first quarter. Some more substitutions in for the Flames. The first was Howard that I'd mentioned. She came in for Smuda on the last dead ball, and a few more will come in during this media timeout. We'll take a break and be back after this. Flames trailing by 5 in the early going here at Grand Canyon.
What's important isn't that Freedom First has been in business since 1956. What's important is how we've been doing business since 1956. Since day one, we have been accountable to our members, not stockholders. We make loans that cost less, offer savings plans that pay more, and give back to our community, and that hasn't changed. What has changed is our ability to serve you with more locations and more technology to simplify your financial life. Freedom First. It's a place where anyone in our region can bank for good.
Are your feet preventing you from living life? Hi, I'm Jonathan Cotton, and you may have heard my Good Feet story, how I love my arch support so much that I bought the store. Since then, thousands of customers have found relief from foot, knee, and back pain. I love to hear their stories of walking, running, and just enjoying their new life pain-free. Don't let foot, knee, or back pain keep you from living the life you love. Come into the Good Feet store for your free fitting and test walk. Visit goodfeet.com for the location nearest you. We look forward to seeing you soon at the Good Feet store.
11 West is a proud sponsor of the Liberty Flames. 11 West specializes in apparel screen printing, embroidery, sew-on, and flat printing. From the design phase with their graphics arts team to the finished product. 11 West collaborates with each client to craft custom apparel and promotional products. For more information, visit 11west.com, call 540-639-9319, or stop by their location at 6598 New River Road in Radford. 11 West, outfitting America and logo wear.
Now back to Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network.
Well, I am 100% sure that the official signaled 2-1 on a foul, but when we look in the at the box score right now, it is Bella Smuda who has 2 fouls on her. There was that play that it certainly seemed like it was Bella's foul, and the official maybe just didn't have enough fingers up. He put a 2 and a 1 up. But since then, either that was corrected or I'm seeing things, because she's got 2 fouls and Elizabeth has only 1. So we'll see how that affects the remaining 14:54 of this first half. 4:54 to go in the first quarter, and Liberty trailing 10-5. Grand Canyon shooting 5 of 9 to begin the game, 56%. Flames 2 of 8, 25%. Coming in, Liberty a 45% shooting team on the year. Grand Canyon only 37%. And the Flames have shot 42 from behind the arc. Grand Canyon's defense at 21 behind the three-point line. So that was going to be a big factor in this game, is how well the Flames would be able to shoot the 3 against a team that defends it. Flames will have the basketball, facing some full court pressure. Peen Steenbergen and Brooke Moore have come in. Boone, Hodges, and Howard stay on the court for the Flames. After the initial pressure, gets across. Hodges will start the offense. Near side to Steenbergen, who's left open for 3. Her 3's off the back heel, but the rebound pulled in by Boone. She steps back for 3 and drains it. Asia Boone has made this now a 2-point game. A quick shot by Laura Erikstrup will add back to the lead. She makes it 12-8. A couple of little runs in this game. I guess a fairly significant one for Grand Canyon. They scored 10 straight points. Liberty with the basketball. Howard at the top of the arc. Hands off to Moore. Moore's going to drive. Floats to the hoop with the finger roll. Brooke Moore with her first 2 of the day. Makes it a 2-point game again with 3:45 left in the first quarter. Callie Cooper with the basketball for the Lopes. She drives into the paint. It's cut off and gives it back outside to Erikstrup. Erikstrup back to Cooper. Cooper's drive is to the hoop, but she put too much on the shot. Liberty with the rebound. A couple of missed layups in this game so far. 3-pointer near wing for Hodges goes in and out, and a rebounding foul is going to be called against Howard, which will allow the Lopes to shoot a couple of free throws. Liberty scored the first 3 points of the game, then 10 straight for Grand Canyon. They led 10-3. Flames then scored 5 in a row and cut it within 2. Erikstrup will be the player shooting free throws for Grand Canyon. 60% shooter on the year. First free throw is short. Takes her dribble, second one on the way is good. 13-10. Grand Canyon with the lead. Flames now have Anna Bedoza running the point. She hands off to Steenbergen, who comes to the near side and weaves it over to Moore. Moore back to Steenbergen. Steenbergen lobs outside the Hess, but it's going to go into the back court where the Lopes take over. They come down and they lose the basketball, but at last touch a Liberty player. It'll stay with Grand Canyon. Neka Obiizor was the new player on the court for the Lopes that almost had a run out. The inbound comes to Eric Strupp. Her three-pointer's off the mark. The rebound is tipped up top to Obiizor, and she's going to get the left-handed half hook to go. 5-point lead for Grand Canyon. Bedoza on the drive for the Flames, gets past everybody and scores. Great job by Anna. Take what the defense gave her, which was a layup. Took a little contact at the end, but play on. Liberty back on defense. San Antonio dribbles outside the arc near midcourt. Waits for a screen, 8 seconds to shoot. She'll pull up from 15 and hit. Back to a 5-point lead. Under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter, 17-12. Grand Canyon with the advantage. Liberty with the basketball. Scoring to our left. Emma Hess has a cross-court pass deflected and stolen away. Obiizor comes out of the pack with it. Up to San Antonio. San Antonio comes now near wing to Obiizor. Obiizor spins down into the paint on Steenbergen, tries to shoot over the top of her, missed the shot, and a tie ball will be the call as Howard got her hands in on it, but not able to secure it before it's held up by a Lope. Possession arrow will keep it with Grand Canyon. They'll have 20 seconds to shoot. Inbound pass comes to the near side wing. Three-pointer is short. And we're going to have a foul on the shot attempt by Howard, which means 3 free throws coming for Grand Canyon. It has not been a pretty start to the game for the Flames. Liberty's going to go small. Howard checks out. Ayestadish will come back in and play the 5. Brown, a 62% free throw shooter on the year, makes the first. Grand Canyon leads 18-12. Second one rattles through. Talked about turnovers being something to keep an eye on. The Flames with 5 turnovers in the first quarter so far, which has led to 7 Grand Canyon points. All 3 free throws are good. It's now an 8-point lead, which is the largest for either team. Bedoza near half court, almost had it knocked away from her. She gets it back, lobs in the middle, and now eventually over to Steenbergen. Steenbergen spins, kicks to Bedoza. Bedoza drives and kicks back to Steenbergen for 3. Off the mark, long rebound to Ayestadish. She dumps to Hess, and Hess is fouled. That was a helter-skelter possession. The Flames almost turned it over a couple of times. But now with the foul, we'll have a chance to reset with 20 seconds to shoot. Avery Mills has checked into the game for Liberty. Bedoza inbounds to Hess. Hess fades but missed. Rebound, Grand Canyon. Flames haven't had a lot of second chance opportunities in this game. It gets down court to Brown. She goes back around eventually to Cooper. Cooper comes near wing and is cut off, but still somehow gets to the basket and draws a foul. Flames looked like they were all over, and she still slid through, drew some contact, and will shoot a couple of free throws. Bedoza picks up her first personal foul. This Grand Canyon team beat Arizona State 70-59 back on the 14th. Shutting down a high-scoring Sun Devil squad that actually led in that game by 12 just before halftime. First free throw is off the mark. 45.2, and it's an 8-point 45.2 left in the first, and an 8-point lead for Grand Canyon. Cooper's second free throw is good, so that extends it out to a 9-point advantage. Bedoza across half court for Liberty. To Mills, back to Bedoza. She's going to drive towards the hoop and kick outside to Mills. Mills tries a three, but there's going to be an offensive foul against Ayas Dadish on a moving screen. That'll be her second personal foul. And it's getting from bad to worse for the Flames in that regard. Bella Smuda already on the bench with 2 fouls. Now Ayas Dadish, who's playing the 5, has picked up her second, but at least for the moment, she's going to stay in the game. 33.4 to go in the quarter. So 3-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Cooper just gets across half court. He's going to run some clock. Bedoza guarding her, but about 8 feet away. Cooper to the far wing. Brown dumps it into San Antonio. She works on Mills, has to shoot over the top of her, came up short. Rebound Hess with 1 second. She's going to fire from midcourt, and it's off to the right. So nice defensive stop by Liberty to end the first quarter. They'll have the basketball when we come back. To begin the second, it is, though, all Grand Canyon at the moment. They lead by the palindrome score of 21-12. Back with that second period to play after this here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Score big at Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg, with major brands of appliances that will make your house feel like a home and outdoor equipment to have your yard looking its best. Haley's puts customer service first. They deliver and service all of the products they sell and will take care of the process from start to finish. Log on to Haley's.com today for product availability. Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg is a proud sponsor for Liberty Flames Athletics.
Curious about the housing market in Central Virginia? The Caring Company. Carl Realty has over 300 years of combined experience. We are committed to helping clients make informed housing decisions. For a winning game plan and to discover the value of your home, visit carlmillerrealty.com to make your next move a slam dunk with our winning team. That's carlmillerrealty.com.
Move those coffee chains, Flames fans, and go local. Central Virginia's own Ironclad Coffee Roasters and Baking Company is the premier coffee partner of Liberty Athletics. Pay them a visit at one of their cafes in the Richmond area or at the Richmond International Airport. They'll also ship their specialty grade coffee straight to your door. Visit ironcladcoffee.com, that's www.ironcladcoffee.com, to check out the coffee Flames fans are talking about.
Live play-by-play coverage of Liberty Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner continues on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now it's time for Carter Bank & Trust Game at a Glance.
Well, not exactly what the Flames were hoping for in the first quarter. They hit the first basket of the game, led 3-0, and then 10 straight points for Grand Canyon. Put them up by 7 at the time. Now pushed it out to this 9-point lead, which is the largest of the game. Grand Canyon shooting 50% from the field, 8 of 16. The Flames shooting 33% from the field, 5 of 15. Grand Canyon also a +5 at the free throw line, 5 of 7. The Flames haven't taken a free throw. No Liberty player with more than 3. Boone and Hodges have each hit a 3. Eric Strupp, her 9 points, leads the way for Grand Canyon. I mentioned the fact that Grand Canyon beat Arizona State. They also beat Cal State Bakersfield to begin the year, 93-52. Their 2 losses were at MTSU. And then most recently, they lost by 16 at number 23, Oregon. And they've been off for 8 days since then, whereas the Flames are playing their third game, the second of 3 games that will be in 7 days. Liberty with the basketball as we get back underway. Trying a backdoor pass, looking for Steenbergen, but it goes through her fingertips and out of bounds. Flames apply a little bit of pressure as it gets down court to Drezo-Freitas. Now to Cooper. Cross-court pass to Brown. Brown back up top to San Antonio. San Antonio into the paint, dumps it underneath to Eric Strupp, and she scores. 11th point for Eric Strupp. Now a double-digit lead for Grand Canyon. Flames back on offense. Steenbergen at the top of the arc. Holds it there. Now bounces it over to Hess. Hess has it knocked away from her and stolen again. Another Liberty turnover. Grand Canyon back on offense. San Antonio missed the shot in the paint, contested. The Flames are going to have a run out the other end as Hess was still recovering from having the ball stolen back that side. So 2 easy points for Liberty, not the way you'd want to get them, but worked out. The lead is back inside of single digits. Lopes with the basketball. Laura Eric Strupp now to Drezo-Freitas. Drezo-Freitas missed the shot to the right, and Liberty got the board. Hodges down court. Comes to the top of the arc. Now kicks near corner for Moore. Her three-pointer is good. Brooke Moore has shot the ball well from outside the arc this season. She's now 3 of 6. Coming off of that injury that kept her out half of last year. San Antonio back on offense for Grand Canyon. Tried the pass to Eric Strupp, and it might have caught her a little bit off guard. Right idea. They just didn't execute it very well, and it goes out of bounds to Liberty. Full court pressure, but more one-on-one full court pressure. It was Cooper harassing Hodges 0-on-0. Hodges gets the basketball. Now the Flames set up the offense. Steenbergen into the paint, hesitates, now kicks it back outside, and her pass is picked off. Stolen away by Brown to San Antonio. Back out on the far wing to Cooper. It's deflected away by Steenbergen. Liberty comes out with the basketball. Hodges to Moore. Moore into the paint. Drives her way through, and they're going to call her for a traveling violation. The turnover numbers continue to go up for the Flames. They have 10 now in the game. Grand Canyon with 4. The Lopes with 11 points off of those Flames turnovers. San Antonio back on offense. Passes into the far side corner. Three-pointer from Brown is too strong, and Liberty gets the rebound. 23-17 Lopes. 7:10 to go in the second quarter now as Liberty throws the ball away. Taken by San Antonio. She'll run it down court and defended well by Hodges, but an offensive rebound from Eric Strupp. She scores and draws the foul. So the initial transition defense was good. They couldn't clean up the glass, and now the Lopes with a chance to add to the lead. They're up 25-17. Eric Strupp on the season, a 60% free throw shooter. Takes her dribbles, and the free throw is good. A couple of old-fashioned three-point plays for Grand Canyon so far in this first half. Asia Boone with the ball for Liberty. Dribbles it in the corner. Now she'll step back for 3, but an air ball. However, offensive rebound to Hess, and her reverse lay-in is good. So both teams getting on the glass offensively, turning it into points. Flames make it a 26-19 game. 6:35 to go, second quarter. Cooper on the dribble, now picks up her dribble on the near wing for the Lopes. Up top to San Antonio. San Antonio waits for a screen, goes to the left of it, drives in, kicks with a hook pass to Brown, and Brown is able to score. Give the assist to San Antonio. We're going to get a foul on Cooper on the inbounds. Let's see what that is for Cooper. Flames have got some foul trouble they're dealing with, but there really hasn't been any for Grand Canyon. But that is the second on Cooper. So Cooper with 2. Flames Howard, Ayestadish, and Smuda each with 2. And Smuda's going to come back in the game with those 2 personal fouls. Cooper checks out for Grand Canyon. Flames inbound to Hodges. Hodges across half court for Liberty. Lobs to Smuda. Smuda now comes near side corner to Hess. Hess lobs it right back into Smuda, who hands off to Hess. Hess drives towards the basket, goes to the hoop, and draws the contact. A very late whistle. The official furthest from the play was the one that was forced to make the call. I think he was probably surprised that his 2 counterparts that were closer to the play didn't call it. It was some pretty heavy contact. Flames have not shot free throws in this game. They'll shoot their first 2. Hess doing the honors. She hits the first. For every free throw the Lady Flames hit this season, 100 meals will be donated to local area food banks through the Food Line Fees and Score to Give More campaign. Hess hits on both. It's 21, I should say 28-21. San Antonio back on offense. Lost the basketball, but a foul will be called against Brooke Moore. First on Moore, and San Antonio a little slow getting up. Looks like she's going to be okay. Can't tell what she's favoring. But that was not in the act of shooting, so it'll just be Grand Canyon basketball inbounding on the baseline. They're scoring at the goal to our right. Our broadcast location is on the same side of the court as the team's benches, which is also the TV broadcast side as well, if you're watching in and listening to us. So we're on the same side, talking about the same directions. San Antonio, after the inbound, hands off to Brown. Now back around to Osley. Osley to San Antonio. She drives and lays it in. Smoothy was there, but had to be very careful because of playing with those 2 personal fouls. 30-21. Grand Canyon with the lead, the Flames with the basketball. Hodges over to Hess. Hess a bullet pass into Smuda. Smuda was double teamed and lost the handle. San Antonio back up court, and she's fouled. Not, again, a shooting foul, so it will be Grand Canyon basketball inbounding on the near sideline. San Antonio still kind of work out her left elbow, which is I think what she landed on a moment ago. She takes the basketball, and we're going to have an offensive foul called against Grand Canyon. Moving screen from Erikstrup. The officials have certainly made their presence known in this game. And if you're Coach Kerry Green, you feel like not enough on one side, as the fouls are starting to pile up against Liberty, but that one does even things out a little bit. LU back on offense. They go into the corner to Moore. Moore to Hodges, up top to Hess in the high post. Far side to Hodges again, and we're going to get, she's out of bounds, stepped out of bounds. 4:47 left to go in the second quarter. Flames trailing by 9, 30-21, and it will be Grand Canyon basketball when we return here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
When it was time for my family and I to buy and sell our houses, we knew exactly who to call, and that was Jason Porter with Legacy Realty and Development. Hi, this is Nick Pierce, encouraging you to do what we did. Make the easy decision and call Jason Porter for all of your real estate needs.
Thanks, Nick. And Flames Nation, let's talk about how we can serve you. Call or text me today, Jason Porter, at 434-258-8827. That's 434-258-8827, or email me at jasonporterrealestate@gmail.com. Thanks, and as always, go Flames.
True Flame fans know where to shop to show their pride. Shop LibertyFlames.com. We're your one-stop shop for official Liberty Flames merchandise. Plus, all orders ship free. Go red, white, and blue and visit ShopLibertyFlames.com today. That's ShopLibertyFlames.com. ShopLibertyFlames.com is a proud sponsor of Liberty Athletics. For all your Liberty Flames apparel needs, visit ShopLibertyFlames.com today.
Come see Liberty Flames basketball this weekend at Liberty Arena in Lynchburg.
To the rim. Oh, what a hammer with the right hand.
This Friday, the Liberty men will host Central Penn at 4 p.m. It's Military Appreciation Day, and the first 500 fans will get a Flames military cap. Also, join our halftime teddy bear toss with stuffed animals donated to Lynchburg Toys for Tots. Then this Saturday, the Lady Flames will host Christopher Newport at 4 p.m. Tickets at libertyflames.com.
You're listening to Lady Flames basketball live from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now, back to the game.
Welcome back into Global Credit Union Arena here in Phoenix, Arizona. Home of the Grand Canyon Lopes. A lot of purple in the building, as you would expect. That is the primary color of Grand Canyon. Almost all the seats are in purple except for some gray seats that spell out GCU, which oddly enough, the initials of the university, but also the initials of the company that sponsors the arena, Global Credit Union. This building opened up in 2011, holds 7,000 seats. There's a lower bowl that goes all the way around. An upper deck that horseshoes and is everywhere except the right corner to my right, the end zone to my right. So the Flames bench is to my right, and there is no upper deck on that side. Pretty small upper deck relative to the lower bowl, probably only about 1/3 the size of the lower bowl. Holds 7,000, so still a nice mid-major arena. As San Antonio will have the basketball for Grand Canyon, and she draws a foul, and the big question is who is the foul against, because everybody is starting to get in enough foul trouble that any whistle against the Flame probably is going to have to, Flame's going to send somebody to the bench, and this time it's Asia Boone who picks up her second personal. Free throws off the mark by San Antonio. Not just preseason player of the year, but also was on the all-defensive team last year. And the WAC, Grand Canyon going to be moving to the Mountain West. They were going to be in the West Coast Conference. They made that announcement, but they will not actually ever play a game in that conference because the Mountain West invitation came in after that, and they chose to go that route. It's a 10-point lead. Liberty with the basketball. Avery Mills at the top of the arc is going to be called for a traveling violation. That is turnover number 14 for Liberty. It's a Grand Canyon team that definitely turns teams over. They force about 19 a game, but the Flames are on pace to be much, much worse than that. San Antonio, she's going to be called for a traveling violation. And you probably hear on the crowd, Mike San Antonio, I think, was wanting maybe a foul call. And after the official said, no, you slid your foot. She said, yeah, you're right. I did slide at that time. Liberty back on offense, trailing by 10. Hess thought about a three, but she's defended well. We told you about how good this Grand Canyon team is at defending the three-point stripe. Moore will drive instead, but her floater hits the back rim, and the Lopes get the basketball back. San Antonio the length of the court and draws a foul. Looked like it was defended pretty well by the Flames' Avery Mills. I think she was clean up top. There was a little body contact after the block shot. First free throw's good. Sorry, trying to eavesdrop a little bit on the conversation between Coach Green and the official that made the call. The foul discrepancy in this first half is pretty big. Now, this is a Grand Canyon team that does force a lot of pressure, but they don't tend to shoot that many more free throws than their opponents, and it's not going the Flames' way. Both free throws are good. 12-point lead is the largest for Grand Canyon. Mills on the near wing will try a three-pointer from deep. It's off the mark. The rebound is tipped and eventually controlled by Brown. Brown to San Antonio, back to Brown. Brown drives into the paint but missed the shot, and Smoota gets the rebound. Liberty tries a transition. Up court to Hodges. Hodges now to Mills. Mills into Smoota. Nice play, and she finishes on the left side. (33-23). .245 to go in the second quarter. San Antonio will bounce it far side to Brown. Brown back up top to DeRazo Freitas. She drives and bounces it near side corner and eventually gets it into Eric Strupp. Her shot is off the mark, and Moore is able to sky for the rebound for Liberty. Up to Hodges. Nice for the Flames, going a little run going into halftime as this pass is kicked away. It'll be 22 seconds to shoot. Smoota with some solid minutes playing with those two personal fouls. She'll now check out of the game. Howard back in. Also, Anna Bedoza will come in, but Hodges stays on the court as well. So a couple of the Flames point guards are in there. Bedoza lobs it up top to Howard. Howard over to Hess. Hess has her pocket pick stolen away by San Antonio, who runs it down court and lays it in. Back to a 12-point lead. There's some sloppy plays by the Flames. That was one-on-one. No real trapping pressure, just one-on-one defensive steal. Bedoza lobs into Howard. Howard has to do a good job to make the catch, and she's fouled. Still only the fourth foul against Grand Canyon. Liberty will shoot from here on out, but there's only 1:45 to go in the quarter. Bedoza, her pass inbounded is stolen away by San Antonio, who goes down court to Osley. Her three-pointer is too strong. Rebound Liberty. Flames have been fortunate that Grand Canyon hasn't hit some of those outside shots, because they could have made this 12-point lead worse than it is. Bedoza hands off to Hodges. Hodges all the way back to midcourt to Hess. Now on the far wing, she'll try a three-pointer. It's an air ball. Rebound Grand Canyon. Halftime couldn't come any sooner for the Flames. I think they need to kind of reset, reevaluate, and readjust a bit in the locker room. I can see a level of frustration starting to set in as we have under a minute to go in the first half. DeRazo Freitas near side to Osley. Osley will lob it into the paint, and it's blocked. Obi Izor was trying to work her way down low on Moore. Howard came across to help out, blocked the shot, and it went off of Obi Izor and out of bounds to Liberty. 46.3. See if the Flames play 2 for 1. This way the Lopes put on the pressure, I don't know. You'd have to really hurry things up to do that, and then that's not going to be the case. Bedoza across half court will just slowly get things into the offense. Hands off to Hess. Hess back to Moore. Moore at the top of the arc. Goes cross court to Hodges. Hodges on the wing. Waits for a screen. Gets to Hess. Hess dumps inside to Howard. Howard works her way into the paint. Fades, but came up short. This is some suffocating defense by Grand Canyon. They have played it so well. They get the rebound. They got a chance for the final shot of the second quarter. 8 seconds to go at the top. Cooper playing with the two personal fouls, gives up to Obi Izor. She backs her way down into the paint. Has to shoot over the top of Hess. Hess defended her extremely well. Forces her into the miss. And we go into the locker room with the Lady Flames trailing 35-23. This matches the largest lead of the game so far for Grand Canyon. We'll get you the numbers on how we got to this point a little bit later on in halftime, but I can give you a little bit of a prelude to it. It's going to be about turnovers, and as Coach Green grabs the headset, I'll ask him that very question. We knew this was going to be a Grand Canyon team that would try to put a lot of pressure on, and they forced quite a few turnovers.
Yeah, Jamie, that's been the factor, the deciding factor of the game. We give up 17 points off of our turnovers, and we got to take care of the ball. Some of them is just like we're standing on the sideline, out of bounds. Our focus is not very good. Not handling the pressure and running away from pressure, and on the defensive end, not keeping them in front. They've gone to the free throw line 12 times to our 2 because we're not aggressive enough, and the foul differential, we're just not aggressive enough and a little bit too slow on the defensive end. We're not anticipating and matching up very well. So we've got a lot of work to do in the second half.
Coach, we appreciate your time. As head coach Kerry Green, Lady Flames going to the locker room trailing by 12. We'll take a break, and when we come back, Nick Pierce back in the studio will get us going on our halftime show, brought to you by Carl Miller. Again, Liberty trailing at the break, 35-23 here in Phoenix on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Owned and operated by a Liberty alum, Larry's Tire and Auto Repair offers complete auto service, including tires, preventive maintenance, and more. Larry's Tire carries all major brands and is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Larry's Tire has 2 locations in Lynchburg and at Able Tire in Concord. And coming soon, Larry's Tire will expand to a new service center in Forest. More information on Larry's Tire is available at larrystireservice.com.
Black Friday savings have started early at Lynchburg Nissan. Enjoy up to $8,300 off MSRP on select 2024 models, or get 0% financing on 5 of our most popular models. These savings won't last long, and with inventory moving fast, now's the time to take advantage. Plus, trade in your car and receive up to 130% of fair KBB value. That's right, huge savings, 0% financing, and large trade-in values. Black Friday starts now. Head to Lynchburg Nissan today.
Peary and Woolwine Family Dentistry say go Flames and good luck this season. Peary and Woolwine Family Dentistry provides dental health services including dental implants, cosmetic dentistry, extractions, and more. Their office treats patients of all ages and accepts major dental insurances. Peary and Woolwine Family Dentistry is located at 2229 Mural Road next to EC Glass High School in Lynchburg. You can reach the office by phone at 434-847-5331 and online at PearyFamilyDentistry.com. The Liberty Flames thank Segra for their support. Segra collaborates with companies to offer business-only, carrier-grade connectivity, cybersecurity, voice and cloud solutions tailored to meet their diverse needs. Segra offers these solutions across a fiber network that spans 28 states in the U.S. and is headquartered in Charlotte, North Carolina. They can be reached at Segra.com or 833-GO-SEGRA. Segra, a proud partner of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
First half is history. Now it's time for the Lady Flames halftime report, presented by the Carl Miller Realty Team, proud supporter of the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now let's get a check of the out-of-town scoreboard, built by Frank Good Builders.
And Nick Pierce back here with you in the studio in Lynchburg. At the break, it is Grand Canyon 35 and Liberty 23. Glad you're with us here on the halftime show. Coming up, we'll take a look around Liberty Flames athletics. And we'll have a look at your first half statistics coming up a little bit later on with Jamie Hall. But
At the break, Jamie highlighted a couple of them. 16 turnovers in the first half for the Lady Flames led to 17 points off those turnovers for Grand Canyon. The Lopes shot just 43% in the first half. Lady Flames held to 38%. And another big factor, 9 first-half steals for the Lopes as well. So the Lady Flames try to clean things up in the second half. For now, let's get you caught up on everything else happening around college basketball. Not a heavy schedule this afternoon, as there's one other game scheduled in Conference USA today. It'll be Western Kentucky, the one unbeaten team remaining in CUSA. Lady Hilltoppers at 5-0. They'll host Tennessee State today. That'll be a 5 o'clock Eastern start at Diddle Arena in Bowling Green. Women's top 25 action. One game in progress at the moment. Number 20 NC State trailing at home to number 7 LSU. 42-29 Tigers with the halftime advantage. LSU trying to go to 8-0 on the season. That game part of the Baha Mar Pink Flamingo Championship down in the Bahamas. And one other top 25 game actually going on at the moment as well. Number 9 Kansas State just took their first loss of the year to Duke the other day. Wildcats with a 22-11 lead over DePaul at the end of the first quarter. And speaking of Duke, number 13 Blue Devils will be in action against number 8 Oklahoma coming up later this afternoon. That'll be a 4:30 tip. Number 6 USC has Seton Hall tonight at 7 Eastern. Good one at 7:30. Number 2 UConn takes on number 18 Ole Miss. That is the Baha Mar Women's Championship in the Bahamas. And later tonight in the Music City Classic, another good ball game. Number 14 Kentucky 6-0. Number 19 Illinois 6-0. That women's game will get underway at 8 o'clock in Nashville. Let's check the out-of-town scoreboard built by Frank Good Builders. Coming up, we got plenty more here at the half. On the other side of this break, we'll take a look at Flames athletics. The Liberty men are coming off a 3-0 showing at the Paradise Jam in the Virgin Islands. We'll recap that, and also Flames football is preparing for its regular season finale on Friday. Liberty at Sam Houston. The Flames, with a win, will get back to the Conference USA Championship game. We'll hear from head coach Jamie Chadwell coming up after the break. Again, at the intermission, the Liberty Lady Flames trail Grand Canyon 35-23. You're listening to the halftime report presented by the Carl Miller Realty Team from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network.
Thomson Brooks Insurance has been serving Virginia for over 35 years, helping individuals and businesses with their insurance and investment needs. The team at Thomson Brooks is experienced in understanding Medicare, retirement planning, life insurance, the healthcare marketplace, and group insurance benefits. Call Thomson Brooks Insurance at 434-385-8500. That's 434-385-8500, or visit them online at ThomsonBrooksInsurance.com. Thomson Brooks Insurance, planning today for tomorrow.
Century Exteriors offers exterior home renovations, including but not limited to gutters, roofing, siding, home additions, and much more. Century Exteriors makes the process seamless. Call 434-239-6722 for a free on-site estimate, or visit us at centuryexteriors.com and Century Exteriors on Facebook and Instagram.
At Carter Bank, we believe life is best lived full of opportunities and dreams, of goals achieved and promises kept. We've been creating opportunities for more people and businesses to prosper since 1974. That means great local lending, convenient access to your money, accounts and guidance that make it easier to get more done. We are Carter Bank, the preferred community bank of Liberty Flames Athletics. Visit carterbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
I'm Bob Davis. If you're considering improving your backyard, AquaPros has just what you need. For the grilling devotee, nothing beats the big green egg. Everything tastes better when it's cooked on a big green egg. AquaPros has the full line of green egg grills, charcoal, and accessories. Since 1985, AquaPros has been the source for the world's greatest hot tub, American-made marquee spas. Stop into any of AquaPro's 4 showrooms today and make your home a fun and relaxing resort.
Now back to the halftime report presented by the Carl Miller Realty Team from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network.
Once again out in Phoenix, Liberty Lady Flames trail Grand Canyon 35-23 at the half. Nick Pierce back here with you in the studio in Lynchburg. A successful trip to the Virgin Islands for the Liberty men's basketball team. The Flames go 3-0 at the 2024 Paradise Jam, and Liberty wins the event with a 62-58 victory over McNeese State on Monday in the championship game. Liberty also with wins over Louisiana and Kansas State. Flames knocked off K-State on Sunday. Another close ball game there. Liberty wins it by 2, surviving at the buzzer. Colin Porter named the MVP of the event. He averaged 14 points, 3 assists, and had 8 made threes in those 3 games. Caden Matheny joined him on the all-tournament team. The Flames, battle-tested, road-tested. They have spent 19 of the first 25 days of the college basketball season on the road, but the Flames are 7-1 after that showing at the Paradise Jam. Liberty is back home at Liberty Arena this Friday. The Flames will take on Central Penn at 4 o'clock. Head coach Richie McKay closing in on the all-time head coaching wins milestone here at Liberty. Now 251 victories. He is 8 behind the Hall of Famer Jeff Meyer for that record. He'll have a chance to pick up another one, again, coming up this Friday at 4 o'clock. Also this Friday, Flames football on the road. Liberty takes on Sam Houston in the regular season finale. The Flames are 8-2, and with a win, they will punch their ticket to the Conference USA Championship game next Friday. That will be at Jacksonville State, and the Flames will get a rematch with the Gamecocks, one of Liberty's only 2 losses this season. Head coach Jamie Chadwell this week on his team's ability to control its own destiny.
It's a huge, shot of vitamin C for sure, because you're 8-2, but depending on who you talk to and who you're around, it makes you feel like you're 2-8. And no offense to anybody in this room, but sometimes there's that sense or that feeling, right? And for our guys to even though we've been just like a wave in the ocean, up and down a lot, we're in a position where if we can win Friday, we're heading for a Conference USA Championship for the 2nd year in a row, which is was the goal at the beginning of the season. And no matter how you get there, you get there.
And that's the goal. Flames head coach Jamie Chadwell and his team will kick it off at Sam Houston this Friday. And again, the Bearcats, they have a path to the championship as well. If Sam Houston beats Liberty and Western Kentucky loses to Jacksonville State on Saturday, then that means Sam Houston would go to the CUSA title game next week. So kickoff Friday with Liberty and Sam Houston. Remember, that is this Friday, 3:30 Eastern. Liberty Flames Sports Network radio airtime is at 2 o'clock. Lady Flames trail Grand Canyon 35-23 at the half. Coming up, we'll get you back out to Phoenix. Jamie Hall will have a look at your first half stats after you hear this from Van Wagner.
Looking to buy a home or refinance a mortgage? Now is the time to take advantage of your one-of-a-kind offer from Alcova Mortgage. As an employee or alumni with Liberty University, you are eligible to receive a lender credit that equates to 1% of your total loan amount, up to $5,000. This offer provides you with some much-needed savings while also helping you tackle your closing costs. Visit alcova.com/liberty today for details. Offer does not apply to broker loans.
Alcova Mortgage, NMLS ID 40508, NMLSconsumeraccess.org, Equal Housing Lender.
At Carilion Clinic, the success of their employees is based on a culture that welcomes them and nurtures their growth. As the largest nonprofit employer west of Richmond, Carillion's team members are always learning and forever curious. Carilion is more than a healthcare system. It's a team of unique individuals doing what matters most, caring for the community. Visit CarillionClinic.org/careers and search their opportunities. Come join 13,000 employees who are Carilion proud.
Hi, it's Jonathan Cotton, and people often ask me, what is the Good Feet store? I respond, we are an arch support store. When you come in, our staff is going to welcome you and listen to your needs. We want to learn about you, your lifestyle, your work, and the types of shoes you enjoy wearing. Then after measuring your feet, we are going to fit you from a selection of over 300 styles and sizes of arch supports. Come into the Good Feet store for your free fitting and test walk. Visit goodfeet.com for the location nearest you. We look forward to seeing you soon at the Good Feet store.
It's It's almost time for the second half. Now back to the arena for a check of the stats from the first half, presented by Larry's Tire and Auto Repair.
Welcome back into Phoenix. Liberty trailing at halftime 35-23. We're about ready for the second half to get started. Let's get you a few of those statistics. Flames with 16 first half turnovers. Not good. 7 for Grand Canyon. But that has been a big difference. 17 points off turnovers for the Lopes compared to only 3 for Liberty. Grand Canyon's also won the rebounding battle 16-15, and coming into the game they were a -1 in rebounding. The Flames were a +6. So the two keys to the game have gone against Liberty. They were hoping to dominate the boards and hold on to the basketball, and they have done neither of those so far. Flames shooting 38% from the field, 3 of 10 from 3, 30%. Those are your Century exterior numbers for the Flames. 2 of 2 at the free throw line. Grand Canyon, they're 43% from the field. They are 0 of 4 from 3, but 9 of 12 at the free throw line, so +7 in free throws made in the game so far. Laura Erikstrup's 14 points leads everybody. Trinity San Antonio has 11 for the Flames. Hess with 6, and Moore off the bench with 5. Grand Canyon will have the basketball to start the second half. They go from right to left. The crowd on their feet here in the arena as a backdoor pass finds its way to Tiara Brown, and Brown gets an easy 2 points to start the second half. This is the largest lead of the game. Well, for either team, but the Flames only had led by as many as 3. 37-23. Liberty back on offense. They go down low to Ayastadish. Her shot falls and a foul is called. Elizabeth will go to the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Liberty hasn't been able to get to the free throw line much in this basketball game. Elizabeth, who on the season is a 63% shooter, will get another 100 meals to local area food banks through the Food Lion Feed Score to Give More campaign. First points of the game for Elizabeth. 37-26. Grand Canyon with the lead in the basketball. They'll try a three-pointer in the near side corner. And Durazo Frexkis hits the 3. She has hit now 15 on the year. 44% shooter coming into the game. She is the one deadeye for Grand Canyon, and now a steal by San Antonio, and she takes it all the way down and bangs it home. Slapped the backboard. Got some pretty good hops. Flames down by 16. Smuda goes on the offensive attack. Turns into the paint, but missed it to the left, and the Flames may have gotten away with an over the back. No whistle. Grand Canyon with the basketball. 42-26, just underway in the third quarter. Backdoor pass looking for Durazo Fracas. Goes out of bounds. Turnover number 8 for Grand Canyon. Liberty gets the ball back. Inbound pass comes to Hodges. Hodges will dribble it across half court and set things up for Liberty. Over to the far side, picks up her dribble. Now dishes it inside to Ayastadish. She'll turn and miss to the right. Flames have not shot the ball well at all in this game. A lot of that because of the stifling defense of Grand Canyon. Lopes back on offense. Cooper hands off to Erikstrup. Back to Cooper, over to San Antonio. She'll take a three-pointer and hit it. 19-point lead for Grand Canyon. This is a good basketball team. They're picked to win the WAC, but I don't think the Flames would feel like they've given them a very good effort today, as there's another turnover. Liberty's going to take a timeout. The pass from the top of the arc to the wing had too much zip on it. Sails out of bounds. Again, the turnovers continue to mount up Against Liberty, they have 18 in the game. Shooting percentage has dropped down to 37%. Grand Canyon now hitting at 50%. They're on an 8-0 run. As we take a media timeout, 7:35 to go third quarter. Grand Canyon 45, Liberty 26. Here from Van Wagner.
And energy efficiency experts. With a focus on honesty, education, and excellence, they light the way to savings, home comfort, and a greener future. Educating homeowners about the power of solar and energy efficiency is their winning game plan. More information about Earthright Mid-Atlantic, 434-200-9716 or at erepower.com.
Your business deserves a bank that values relationships and prioritizes customer service. Since 1979, First Bank and Trust Company has been delivering on these very commitments. Our bankers have been accessible, consultative, and provide a degree of understanding developed through years of commercial experience. First Bank and Trust has the expertise and capital to fund small and large projects up to $32 million. More information on First Bank and Trust and its services is available at firstbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Frank Good Builders is a proud supporter of the Liberty Flames. Frank Good Builders and its partners design and build beautiful custom homes in the Lynchburg and the surrounding areas. From designing a plan to picking out fixtures, Frank Good Builders works with you to design and build your truly custom dream home. Frank Good Builders can be reached at 434-238-3710 or frankgoodbuilders.com.
Now back to Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network.
Welcome back into Global Credit Union Arena here in Phoenix. Lady Flames trailing Grand Canyon 45-26. Want to send some hellos out. Dan listening in from West Hills, California. Also want to say a hello to Darnell, who's listening in on the broadcast. Karen from Downingtown, Pennsylvania says, "Go Bella Smuda" and the Lady Flames. Sherry's listening in from West Virginia. Cheryl from back in Lynchburg. Kenneth from down the road in Roanoke. Brooke is in Georgia listening to the broadcast. Got Paul Christopher from Michigan listening in. Have a few more hellos to send out here in a moment. We're back underway. Grand Canyon with the basketball. The top of the arc, step back for three is good. Durazio Freitas now with her 16th three-pointer of the year, and the Flames deficit has ballooned out to 22. Liberty on offense. We're going to have a foul on the floor called against Grand Canyon. Gives me a chance to say a hello to Cheryl, listening on the broadcast. Andy is listening in. Philip from Maryland listening. Emily's in Roaring Springs, Pennsylvania. And Bob back in Lynchburg listening in as well. I want to thank everybody for being on the broadcast today as the Flames will go on the inside to Bella Smuda, who was fouled, and will shoot a couple of free throws. A rare occurrence in this game so far for the Flames. Smuda to shoot two on the season. Bella, 89% free throw shooter, hits the first. Missed the second, though. 3 points in the game for Bella, but an offensive rebound by Hess. Liberty will go right back on the attack. Driving to the hoop is Smuda, and she's going to be called for an offensive foul. I don't know about that. That was rough. Osley stepped over and undercut Smuda. Was definitely not stationary, and I think Bella may have already been in the air by the time Osley had gotten into any sort of position. Back on the other end, Brown's going to take a jumper in the paint, and it's blocked away by Smuda, and the Flames come away with the basketball. Back down court, spin move by Hodges. Hodges floats it but missed it, and the rebound taken by the Lopes. They currently lead 48-27. But then Grand Canyon throws the ball away. Looking for San Antonio. Goes out of bounds on the baseline. 48-27. Grand Canyon with the lead. Liberty with the basketball. Flames in the red uniforms, baby blue numbers, white trim. The Lopes in the grays with the purple numbers. Hodges to Smuda. Smuda takes a couple of dribbles, goes backdoor to Hess. Hess missed the shot, got her own rebound, missed again, got another board, and drew a foul on the floor, I believe. So no free throws, but Liberty will inbound on the baseline. Hodges to put it in play. Gets it to Hess in the far side corner. Her pass is deflected all the way up top to Ayestadis. Now back to Hodges. Hodges is going to drive, gets towards the basket, lost it out of bounds. Turnover number 20 for Liberty. 5:50 to go, third quarter. Flames trailing 48-27. Eric Strupp out to San Antonio. Another three-pointer pops out. Smuda with the board. Up to Hodges. Hodges across half court. Hands off. Well, tried to hand off to Hess. Now has to give it back. Hodges picks up her dribble, takes a 15-foot jumper, and gets the friendly roll. 5 points in the game for Jordan Hodges. The lead is down to 19. Approaching the midway point of this third quarter. San Antonio, far side to Osley. Osley dumps it to Brown. Brown is cut off, has to kick it back out to Osley for three, and good. After not hitting a three in the first half, Grand Canyon has hit 4 in the second half. Flames going to try to answer. Ayestadis' three-pointers off the mark, and we're going to get a rebounding foul called against Smuda. (51-29). Grand Canyon with the lead. 4:45 to go. That is the third personal foul. Oh, correction. That is the fourth personal foul against Bella Smuda. Boone is playing with 3. Smuda now has 4. Eric Strupp and Cooper have 3 for Grand Canyon. San Antonio has now got a double-double. 16 points, 10 assists. Where is she on rebounds? Well, only 1. So a triple-double is going to be pretty hard to do. Solid game all the way around for San Antonio, leading all scorers. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll continue on in the third quarter of play. Flames trailing by 22 here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Turn up the heat. Foster Fuels is a proud partner of Liberty Athletics. Foster has been fostering warm moments for 100 years. Headquartered in Brookneal, Virginia, Foster has been providing exceptional propane and gas services since 1921. Stop by one of our 6 showroom locations across Central Virginia to view our wide range of products. From propane to fireplaces and grills to tank installs and tankless water heaters, Foster has it all. Download our app or visit fosterfuels.com for more info.
Move those coffee chains, Flames fans, and go local. Central Virginia's own Ironclad Coffee Roasters and Baking Company is the premier coffee partner of Liberty Athletics. Pay them a visit at one of their cafes in the Richmond area or at the Richmond International Airport. They'll also ship their specialty grade coffee straight to your door. Visit ironcladcoffee.com, that's www.ironcladcoffee.com, to check out the coffee Flames fans are talking about.
What's important isn't that Freedom First has been in business since 1956. What's important is how we've been doing business since 1956. Since day one, We have been accountable to our members, not stockholders. We make loans that cost less, offer savings plans that pay more, and give back to our community, and that hasn't changed. What has changed is our ability to serve you with more locations and more technology to simplify your financial life. Freedom First. It's a place where anyone in our region can bank for good.
You're listening to Lady Flames basketball live from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now, back to the game.
51-29, Grand Canyon with the lead over Liberty, and solid atmosphere for this game. The band, the spirit squads, and a handful of kids from the homeschool promotion. Looks like there's some regulars here as well with no kids. Early 11:30 start time. Helps the Flames be able to get on the road and get home today, but also allowed the school promotion. This building is good for women's basketball, but man, is it something for men's basketball. They actually averaged over capacity last year, 102% of capacity. Something like 7,100 and change in a building that only holds 7,000, so standing room only, and they put as many as they can in here. Lopes with the basketball, but we're going to have a traveling violation that will give it over to Liberty. Hess tried to step in and draw the charge, but her presence allowed for the turnover. I mentioned San Antonio having 10 assists. The Flames, most ever that they've given up is 15, and that was by Tamika Johnson on LSU back in the Sweet 16 in 2005. Liberty with the basketball. Pass goes far side to Hess. Her three-pointer is no good, and the Lopes get the rebound. To double check the offensive boarding numbers here, but the Flames haven't gotten very many second chance opportunities, certainly by their standard. Lopes with the ball. Freitas' three-pointer is good. Alyssa Derezo-Freitas, another three, third of the game. She has 17 on the season. And the lead is now 54-29. Liberty goes down low to Howard. Howard, who had replaced Bella Smoot after she picked up 4 personal fouls with some nice footwork. She scores. For Emily in the game, that is her 4th point. 54-31. Brown down low for Grand Canyon, and she's going to be called for an offensive foul as Steenbergen drew the charge. Grand Canyon coaching staff led by Coach Miller not happy with that call. It seemed pretty fair because it was kind of a lowering of the shoulder, and with the discrepancies of fouls in this game, I'm kind of surprised they're making as big a deal about it. They've certainly been on the right end of most of the foul calls tonight, today, this morning, whatever it is. Liberty back on offense. Claudia Athene has checked into the game, and she throws a bullet feed to Emily Howard. Back-to-back hoops for Howard. Flames make it 54-33. Still a lot of basketball game left. Just 2:55 to go in the third quarter. San Antonio, a nice dish underneath to Brown, and Brown scores. th assist for San Antonio. The lead is back out to 23. Flames go backdoor looking for Hess. Hess with a tough catch and not able to finish. San Antonio down for the Lopes. She'll try a three and hits it. San Antonio only hit 2 3-pointers coming into today, but has shot the ball well all the way. Has done everything well today. Flames on offense. Hess's baseline jumper is off. She falls out of bounds as Grand Canyon gets the rebound and now brings it back up court. San Antonio, another three off to the right. Offensive rebound pulled in by Brown, but then taken away. Steenbergen has it for Liberty. She'll throw it up court to Howard, but too far up court, out of bounds. Back to Grand Canyon. So after not hitting a 3 in the first half, they were 0 of 4. Grand Canyon has hit 6 out of 8 in the second half. San Antonio has a couple of those. And now on the near wing, DeRezo Freitas, who has 3 of the other 3-pointers for Grand Canyon, missed. Rebound Liberty. Athene in the paint, lobs it outside to Moore, and Moore is fouled by Cooper, which will be her 4th personal foul. So DeRezo Freitas missed her first 3 of the game. She's 3 of 4. Osley has the other 3-pointer, and then San Antonio, as I mentioned, has 2. Shooting percentage for Grand Canyon is up to 51% for the game, and now 46 from 3. The Flames 35% for the game and 25% from 3. Brooke Moore makes the first free throw. Liberty is in the bonus. Moore has 6, which ties Hess and Howard for team high. Make it 7. And the lead is 59-35. Grand Canyon up with 1:15 to go in the third quarter. Asha Shra has the basketball. Guarded by Moore near midcourt. Gonna run some clock. Gets it down to 8 seconds. 1-on-1 still. Down to 5. She's gonna be called for a carry. Offense really wasn't rolling for Grand Canyon on that possession. She was still 30 feet from the hoop with 4 on the shot clock. Liberty with the ball. Athene to Steenbergen. Steenbergen dribbles to the far side. Hands off to Mills. Mills hooks a pass into Howard. It's knocked away from her and out of bounds. 19 seconds to shoot. 42.6 to go in the third quarter. Liberty will inbound on the baseline. Athene gets it into Mills. Mills dumps it to Howard. Howard works into the paint but missed the shot. Came up short, and the Lopes get the board. Flames did get to play 2 for 1 in that spot. There's an 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Shra running the point has Athene on her. Dribbles near midcourt. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Now down to 7. 6, 5, works it to Brown. Brown on Steenbergen, lost the handle. Moore comes away with it for Liberty, up court to Athene. She's gonna run it down and miss the lay-in, but Howard gets the rebound and scoops it home as time expires on this third quarter of play. Liberty able to get a little momentum going into the quarter break, but they still trail by 22. 59-37. We'll take a break with the teams and be back after this here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Hey, Flames fans, Gentry Rock is fired up to join in the excitement this season. Gentry Rock attorneys knows it's all about preparation, precise teamwork, and a competitive spirit for the hard-fought wins. We got it down. With our fierce drive to succeed, uncommon thinking, and extensive resources, Gentry Rock helps businesses thrive. We are downtown at 801 Main Street, and we serve the Commonwealth and beyond. With offices in Roanoke, Richmond, and Norfolk, all the ways Gentry Lock can help clients succeed is waiting for you at gentrylock.com.
Score big at Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg with major brands of appliances that will make your house feel like a home and outdoor equipment to have your yard looking its best. Haley's puts customer service first. They deliver and service all of the products they sell and will take care of the process from start to finish. Log on to Haleys.com today for product availability. Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg is a proud sponsor for Liberty Flames Athletics.
Come see Liberty Flames basketball this weekend at Liberty Arena in Lynchburg.
To the rim. Oh, what a hammer with the right hand.
This Friday, the Liberty men will host Central Penn at 4 p.m. It's Military Appreciation Day, and the first 500 fans will get a Flames military cap. Also, join our halftime teddy bear toss with stuffed animals donated to Lynchburg Toys for Tots. Then this Saturday, the Lady Flames will host Christopher Newport at 4 p.m. Tickets at libertyflames.com.
Live play-by-play coverage of Liberty Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner continues on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now it's time for a Carter Bank & Trust game at a glance.
It's been all Grand Canyon since the opening minutes. The Flames scored the first 3 points of the game. And Grand Canyon went on a 10-0 run, led 21-12 after one, 35-23 at halftime. And as we head to the fourth quarter, they're up 59-37. Been up by as many as 26 in this game. Shooting percentage now for the Lopes up to 51%, and they only shoot 37% on average on the year, so they're shooting a very high number. They defend well, but they usually don't score a ton of points. They score about 66, give up 60. Flames have been scoring a lot of points. They're averaging 75, but it'll be hard to get to that number today. Flames need to have their best quarter of the year to be able to get back in this game. Emily Howard's 8 points and Brooke Moore's 7 both off the bench lead the way for Liberty. 19 points, 12 assists for Trinity San Antonio, 14 for Eric Strupp and 11 for Tiara Brown. Flames will have the basketball on the first possession of the fourth quarter. They try a backdoor pass. Aya Stodish was looking for Hess, but the pass was too far out in front of her, out of bounds for turnover number 22. As I say that, turnover number 14 for the Lopes. They throw the ball away on the opposite side of the court. Liberty going from left to right. Jordan Hodges running the point. Flames have their starters back out on the court. Bella Smuda playing with 4 personal fouls. Hess off of the screen, comes to the top of the arc, goes far side to Aya Stodish. She looks postward, nothing for her. Comes back out to Hess. Hess will lob to Smuda. Nice catch by Bella, and the finish. Bella now with 5 points in the game, and the lead is down to 20. San Antonio bounces it up top to Eric Strupp. Eric Strupp will hand off to Osley. Osley to Rezo Freitas. Hounded by Boone. Will have to give off to San Antonio. San Antonio hands to Brown. Brown picks up her dribble in a little trouble. Back to San Antonio with 3 seconds to shoot. Dumps it in the middle to Eric Strupp, and she scores. Another assist for San Antonio. That's 13. Most ever against the Flames is 15. And Liberty will turn the ball back over. Hess lost it. And I think sometimes the pressure of the Lopes gets to you, and I think sometimes they just exhaust you with the pressure and you make mental mistakes. That was more of a mental mistake. Freitas to San Antonio. Her three-pointer is off the back of the rim. The rebound all the way up top and controlled by Eric Strupp. They'll reset to Osley and back to San Antonio. 8:10 to go in the fourth quarter. 61-39. Excuse me, 61-39. Lopes, and the three-pointer from Eric Strupp will add to that. Eric Strupp now with her 5th 3 of the season. Came in shooting 40%. Flames go into Smuda, and Smuda is fouled. Not in the act of shooting. Liberty will inbound on the baseline. 7:50 to go in the game. Flames down by 25. Hodges to Hess. Hess eluded San Antonio and looked like she was going to have an open shot, but then San Antonio, as quick as she is, was still able, even though she had kind of olayed Hess on the inbound, could poke the ball away from behind and keep from the easy layup. Flames have to inbound. They go to Smuda, and we're going to have an offensive foul on Boone on a moving screen. It's 4 on Asia. Bella also with 4 personal fouls. They're both still in the game. Worth the risk at this point, trailing by 25. Have an offensive foul that's going to go right back the other way. Obi Izor is called for the foul. Still 7:25 to go in the game. Liberty has a big hole to dig out of. They're down by 25. Ayestadish, far side to Hess. Hess in the paint, lost the handle, but got it back and gets the little floater to teardrop in. 64-41. San Antonio hands off to Osley, now up top. Terezio Freitas back into the paint. Obi Izor fades and scores over the top of Smuda. Liberty then turns the ball over on the inbounds near midcourt. Open 3 near wing is good by Terezio Freitas. 69-41. Liberty on offense. Boone's 3 in and out. Rebound Obi Izor. San Antonio will dribble across half court and slowly get the offense rolling for the Lopes. She hands to Osley. Now back up top to Obi Izor, who drives to the hoop and gets past everybody to score. A 30-point disadvantage by the Flames at this point. I don't think anyone would have expected that coming into this game. Smuda works her way down low, has to muscle it in, and does. You can see a level of frustration on her face. That was a nice post move, but she has had to work for everything in this game so far. The Lopes, maybe the best defensive team that Flames have seen in a long time. And they were a good team last year, but I'm going to say they are vastly improved from last season. If they can shoot threes, they're going to be very difficult to beat. San Antonio drives towards the basket, has her shot blocked by Ayestadish. Hess will take it up court. Kick near wing to an open Hodges for 3. It's short, and the rebound trickles into the corner where Osley will have it for Grand Canyon. Liberty has to fall back defensively as Obi Izor will rise up from 3. Nobody in the paint except for Ayestadish, who gets the rebound off of the miss, and the Flames will take a timeout. And, that'll bring us to a media timeout as well. 71-43. Grand Canyon with the lead. They've led pretty much throughout, other than a 3-0 Flames advantage in the first possession of the game. We'll take a break as well and be back after this. You're listening to the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Curious about the housing market? For a winning game plan and to discover the value of your home, visit homeowner.com and explore the sweet note of our winning team.
Century Exteriors offers exterior home renovations, including but not limited to gutters, roofing, siding, home additions, and much more. Century Exteriors makes the process seamless. Call 434-239-6722 for a free on-site estimate. or visit us at centuryexteriors.com and Century Exteriors on Facebook and Instagram.
This broadcast of Liberty Flames Athletics is brought to you through underwriting support from Larry's Tire and Auto Repair. They offer complete auto service, including tires, preventive maintenance, and more. Larry's Tire carries all major brands and is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Larry's Tire has 2 locations in Lynchburg and at Able Tire in Concord, and a new service center coming soon in Forest. More information on Larry's Tire is available at larrystireservice.com.
Back to Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network.
Not the game Liberty was expecting coming in. I would have guessed this to be a close game. The Flames won last year in Lynchburg 65-52. And I would say Liberty is an improved team from a year ago, with players coming back from injury and some freshmen that have come in and made an impact. But on the flip side, Grand Canyon, I mean, it's mostly the returners that have played well for them. When you take a look at San Antonio, she played last year in that game, and she's lighting it up today. 19 points and 16 assists, the most assists ever against the Liberty coach team, a Liberty team. But then Erickstrup also has 19. She played last year against the Flames, didn't score in that game. DeRazio Freitas did not play. She was on UNLV last year, so that is a newcomer that has played well in this game. Tierra Brown has 11, and she was in the game against Lynchburg. So most of the nucleus of the team that's beating the Flames right now played in that loss last year in Liberty Arena. Flames are able to score. They cut the lead down to 71-45. DeRazio Freitas will drive the opposite way and answer. Liberty scores with the Lopes get it right back after Howard hit the basket for her 10th point of the day. She goes right back to work on the left side, I'm sorry, on the right side, but comes up a little short with her scoop. Rebound to Grand Canyon. 4:04 to go in the basketball game. Lopes come near wing. Obi Izor. She spins down low and lays it in. Nice move by Obi Izor. She also played at UNLV before coming here as a graduate student. Flames Claudia Athene gets towards the basket but missed the layup, and Grand Canyon is able to pull in the board. Three and a half minutes to go. San Antonio still out there. Not sure what the Grand Canyon record for assists is, and maybe that's why she's still working things, as her team is up by 30. She'll take a jump shot, missed, but got her own rebound and scored. Now maybe that's it. Where is she at as far as triple-double watch? Long way to go. That's just her 3rd rebound. Flames try to go inside to Howard, and the pass is just a little too far over the top of her. Taken back by the Lopes. Flames with 26 turnovers in the game. .240 left. San Antonio on the near wing. There are several players at the scores table set to come in, I believe, to replace the starters for Grand Canyon when there's a whistle. Now we have that whistle, a foul called against the Lopes. No, actually San Antonio is going to stay in the game. San Antonio stays in. Just about everybody else checks out. Osley will also stay in the game. Lucy Gaffon and Sydney Erickstrup will come in for the first time. Asha Shra, I should say, returns. Flames miss a shot. San Antonio gets the rebound and finds a streaking player down court. That's Sydney Erickstrup. Another assist for San Antonio. 17 for her. Mills behind the back dribble. Goes down low. Missed the shot. Got her own rebound and resets. Up to Moore. Moore cross court to Athene. And now in the middle to Moore. Moore's fouled and hits the shot. Moore will have a chance to get to 10 points at the free throw line. A couple of bright spots off the bench for Liberty. Howard's 10 and Moore's 10. The two together are shooting 8 of 14 for the game. Moore missed the free throw. Caroline Shirey checks in and goes down hard. She got tangled up and she's holding her left knee. And that is not the knee that had been injured in the past. She's actually got a knee brace on her right knee. But this is not a good sign. Shirey is still on the ground and clearly in some pain. Laura Mancuso, the Flames athletic trainer, Coach Green, as well as Will Graham, strength and conditioning coach, all with Caroline at the moment. She had just checked into the game when the injury occurred. And we're going to call an audible because I think this might be a little bit before they're going to be able to help her off the court. So rest of the team on the near side in front of me praying, and the entire crowd has gone silent as Caroline Shirey injured on the court just seconds into her getting into the basketball game after getting tangled up with a Grand Canyon player. Well, I'm not sure exactly what the foul situation was there, but let's take a break. Let's throw it back to the studio and add in an extra break here, and then we'll come back to finish up things with 1:30 to go. Flames trailing 79-47 from Phoenix.
Thousands of our teammates make and deliver 300 of the world's best brands and flavors, locally. From the heartland to the coast, in big cities and small towns. Our products are moving, and our trucks are rolling. We share a passion and a purpose, and we love to refresh and serve our communities. We are Coca-Cola Consolidated, your local buyer.
What's important isn't that Freedom First has been in business since 1956. What's important is how we've been doing business since 1956. Since day one, we have been accountable to our members, not stockholders. We make loans that cost less, offer savings plans that pay more, and give back to our community, and that hasn't changed. What has changed is our ability to serve you with more locations and more technology to simplify your financial life. Freedom First. It's a place where anyone in our region can bank for good.
Are your feet preventing you from living life? Hi, I'm Jonathan Cotton, and you may have heard my good feet story, how I love my arch support so much that I bought the store. Since then, thousands of customers have found relief from foot, knee, and back pain. I love to hear their stories of walking, running, and just enjoying their new life pain-free. Don't let foot, knee, or back pain keep you from living the life you love. Come into the Good Feet store for your free fitting and test walk. Visit goodfeet.com for the location nearest you. We look forward to seeing you soon at the Good Feet store.
You're listening to Lady Flames basketball live from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now, back to the game.
Well, Caroline Shirey has been helped off the court. Certainly not, doesn't look good at this point. Seemed like she was favoring her left knee, and she's had a right knee injury a couple of times in her career, was wearing a brace on the right knee. She has to come out of the game. She was actually the player that was fouled, and Emma Soltis will replace her in the game and shoot the free throws. She misses the first, and we'll have a second. We've got a minute and a half to go in the game. After the second free throw is good, the score is now 79-48. Grand Canyon with the lead. Crowd who had gone completely silent during that entire injury now comes a little bit back to life, but an unfortunate way to cap off the final moments of this basketball game, a game that already had not gone well for the Flames at all. Shot by Grand Canyon is off the mark. Liberty gets the rebound, and now a foul against the Lopes will put Liberty back to the stripe. Pretty good pace to this game. We're only an hour and 45 minutes in, and if not for the injury and a couple fouls here late, we probably would have already been over. Soldy's back to the free throw line where she makes the first. Couple points in the game for Emma, the redshirt freshman from Iceland. Second free throw is also good. Minute 6 left to go. San Antonio checks out of the game, and it is a record for GCU, her 17 assists. She also has 21 points to go along with that. Flames get a steal. They've got the ball up court to Athene. Her three-pointer is off. And the Lopes with the board, 45 to go. 79-50. Grand Canyon with the lead in the basketball. Taking it to the hoop is Obi Izor. She's able to dish it off, but then Steenbergen blocks a shot. Gets the ball back for Liberty. Flames back on offense with 17 seconds to go. The clock actually didn't stop on time, so they'll have to figure that out. Put 19.4 on the clock. Liberty inbounds, but then turns the ball over. Obi Izor will dribble down court. Her bench is telling her not to shoot. She didn't hear him. She took the shot anyway and got her shot blocked. Flames will just dribble the clock out. Time will expire, and not the way Liberty wanted to end this road trip to Phoenix. Not just the loss, which was tough, 79-50 the final score, but also the injury to Caroline Shire really put a further damper on the end of this game. Teams go through the handshake line, and we're going to get Coach Carrie Green on straight away. We'll switch things up as far as the broadcast because we got to get out of here. The team's going to be going straight to the airport to fly home. So we're going to get Coach, and then Nick Pierce will take over the rest of the post-game duties back in the studio. Coach, I know that certainly wasn't the game you were hoping for and expecting, and then it's almost like as bad as it was going to be to have to think about the post-mortem of this game, then Caroline gets hurt and makes it even worse.
Yeah, she did her stunt on the free throw line and came up with the loose ball, was fighting for it. She had it. I think she was nudged a little bit, and she twisted. So that's all I'm going to say. You know, I don't know what the injury looks like, but you know, there's a lot of things didn't go good. That's just one of the things today, and the one that's probably the most serious and most concerning. And you know, a lot of things that they won in every real critical area, you know, the rebounding, and obviously we didn't handle their pressure very well, and a lot of things. They won every little detail of areas that we think is important. Even at the end, you know, they got us on the rebound line, and we turned the ball over too many times and gave them opportunities, and really we lost every quarter, and especially third and fourth quarter decisively. So not a good game. So we've got a lot of things to work on and prepare for even our next game at home. So hopefully we know we're going to get better. It's just sometimes these games come and they'd been sort of laying low for us because we had beaten them a couple times in a row, and they played well. They beat us in every area: shooting percentage, assist, lesser turnovers, and our turnovers was the demise again today. It ended up with giving them 28 points. So a lot of things we got to work on. So thank you,
Coach. Appreciate your time. Safe travels back.
Okay, thank you.
As head coach Kerry Green, Lady Flames fall here at Grand Canyon by a final score of 79-50. And let's throw a couple of things your way here, and then we'll take the break and send it back to Nick. He'll have our Coca-Cola locker room report. Just to go off of what Coach Green was alluding to there, Grand Canyon finished up shooting 52% from the field, 8 of 18 from 3, which was after being 0 of 4 in the first half. They finished strong from outside the arc. The team doesn't take a lot of threes and they make a decent percentage, but they don't shoot a ton. And they shot well today. The Flames, conversely, 37% from the field and only 3 of 16 from 3, 19%. The free throws ended up evening out, but most of the free throw damage for the Flames was done in the first half. Liberty getting into some foul trouble that kind of altered the minutes of a few players. Bella Smuda being right at the top of the list. She finished up only playing 17 minutes in the game. Trinity San Antonio certainly the overall player of the game with 21 points and 17 assists. 4 rebounds to go in there as well in 35 minutes of playing time. With the loss, the Flames fall to 3-3 on the year, and with the win, Grand Canyon ups their record to 3-2. The Flames will head home and play a game in Liberty Arena against Christopher Newport on Saturday afternoon. So you make your plans now to come out and watch some post-Thanksgiving women's basketball. Liberty men will also be at home on Friday night. The football team is playing Friday night at Sam Houston for a chance to get in the Conference USA title game. So a lot going on around Liberty Athletics this Thanksgiving week, but not the start to the weekend that the Flames were hoping for here in Phoenix with this loss, 79-50 to a Grand Canyon team that is picked to win the WAC. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll throw it to the studio. Nick Pierce will take us the rest of the way from back in Lynchburg. Once again, Lady Flames fall by 29 here in Phoenix. We'll talk to you on Saturday night or Saturday afternoon from Liberty Arena.
When it was time for my family and I to buy and sell our houses, we knew exactly who to call, and that was Jason Porter with Legacy Realty and Development. Hi, this is Nick Pierce, encouraging you to do what we did. Make the easy decision and call Jason Porter for all of your real estate needs.
Thanks, Nick. And Flames Nation, let's talk about how we can serve you. Call or text me today, Jason Porter, at 434-258-8827. That's 434-258-8827, or email me at jasonporterrealestate@gmail.com. Thanks, and as always, go Flames.
True Flame fans know where to shop to show their pride. Shop LibertyFlames.com. We're your one-stop shop for official Liberty Flames merchandise. Plus, all orders ship free. Go red, white, and blue and visit ShopLibertyFlames.com today. That's ShopLibertyFlames.com. ShopLibertyFlames.com is a proud sponsor of Liberty Athletics. For all your Liberty Flames apparel needs, visit ShopLibertyFlames.com today.
Black Friday savings have started early at Lynchburg Nissan. Enjoy up to $8,300 off MSRP on select 2024 models, or get 0% financing on 5 of our most popular models. These savings won't last long, and with inventory moving fast, now's the time to take advantage. Plus, trade in your car and receive up to 130% of fair KBB value. That's right, huge savings, 0% financing, and large trade-in values. Black Friday starts now. Head to Lynchburg Nissan today.
The doctors at Crossroads Family Dentistry say go Flames and good luck this season. Stephen Hatch, James Peary III, Trey Woolwine, and Carol Roberts have over 50 years of experience serving Lynchburg and the surrounding area. Their dental office in Forest is open and ready to serve you. Crossroads Family Dentistry provides all family and cosmetic dental needs and accepts major dental insurances. They're located at 14761 Forest Road in front of Brauburgers. More information is available at crossroadsfamilydentistryva.com.
The game is over, but we're just getting started with the Coca-Cola post-game locker room report. Coming up, Larry's Tire and Auto Repair will present the final game statistics. Head coach Kerry Green will stop by to give his thoughts on the game, and we'll update the out-of-town scoreboard built by Frank Good Builders. Now let's head back inside the arena for the Coca-Cola post-game locker room report.
Tough day at the office for the Liberty Lady Flames this afternoon in Phoenix. Final score, Grand Canyon 79, Liberty 50. Nick Pierce back here with you in the studio in Lynchburg as we wrap things up here for you on the Coca-Cola postgame locker room report. We've already heard from head coach Kerry Green. A little later, we'll have a look at the out-of-town scoreboard and some final stats here as well. A few orders of business to take care of first, though. Our Food Lion Feeds Score to Give More program. Today, the Liberty Lady Flames at the free throw line go 9 of 12. That means another 900 meals donated to a local area food bank through Food Lion Feeds Score to Give More campaign. So there is some good news on what it was otherwise a very tough afternoon for the Liberty Lady Flames, who go down again 79-50 the final score. Turnovers really the key to this one. Lady Flames finish up this ball game here today with 27 turnovers, 28 points off of those turnovers for Grand Canyon. We'll have a look at the complete stat sheet coming up here in just a little bit, but I mean that's pretty much the story of the ball game right there. 28 points off of turnovers for the Lopes. They win the game by 29. And then just to add on to that, as you heard Jamie and Coach talking about there, the injury to Caroline Shirey appears to be some sort of a knee injury. Don't want to speculate any more than that at the moment. Coach said it looked like she kind of got twisted up there. We know Caroline's got a history with her right knee. I don't think it was that one this time, but we're going to have to wait to confirm a lot of that stuff probably when the team here gets back into town even before we know the extent of that injury. But just a really unfortunate way to end the ball game there, a very somber way to end things as the Lady Flames fall here this afternoon. Our Thompson Brooks Insurance Player of the Game for the Lady Flames. Well, there were a couple of candidates here this afternoon. We'll give it to Brooke Moore. She goes 3 of 5 from the field, scores 9 points in 20 minutes. Second leading scorer for the Lady Flames. She made one of Liberty's just 3 3-pointers this afternoon. Brooke Moore, our Thompson Brooks Insurance Player of the Game. When we come back, we will have a complete breakdown of the final stats. We'll also scan the out-of-town scoreboard quickly and begin to wrap things up here on the Coca-Cola postgame locker room report. Final score again today, Grand Canyon 79, Liberty 50. You're listening to Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner.
The Liberty Flames think Segra